What is going on, X community? Exostomp here, and today, people, we're going to be doing our our reveal of our new team, as well as our season 12 team in general. So, of course, we have our new logo. Well, first our new name, as you see, Chicago White Fox. Pretty cool. But what does it look like? Bam. That's our new logo. Shout out to OB3 for the logo. It's amazing. If you guys want a link, I can or his name, I could send it. But yeah, makes amazing work. Very fast as well. Very fast. I didn't expect it to come out so fast. Amazing. Honestly, I'm happy about this logo. This is great. Love shiny Hisuian Zoroark, to the point where I wanted to maybe get it first pick, even though I used it last season for a bit. I don't think I did it enough justice. However, we were second pick, and Lucas did get Hisuian Zoroark first. So you know what? That's okay. There was another mon that I wanted to try out this time, and that is going to be Rillaboom. So we got Rillaboom here. Rillaboom was 18, of course. Rillaboom is one of the newer mons that for our server. As you know, we are a low tier server, so Rillaboom used to be too good for it. I mean, it had too much coverage. It just had too much in general. However, it did lose a lot. I know it lost Grassy Glide. I know it lost, is it Superpower? I know it lost High Horsepower, so some really big moves for its arsenal. Technically it has Earthquake, but it gets weakened with Grassy Surge, and you're gonna be wanting to run Grassy Surge on it. But it still has Knockoff, still has U-Turn, still has Wood Hammer to hit like a truck. It's got Trailblaze, so it could do Swords Dance Trailblaze, which is cool. It has Drum Beating, of course. It's got Bulk Up and Drain Punch, which is amazing. So it still has a lot. It still has a lot. It's a good Scarf Speed at 85 with a 125 attack stat. It is hard. Now, it cannot be a Terra. We did ban Terra on Rillaboom because this is one of the mons where we were iffy on if it should be allowed. We decided no Terra, just to try it out, see if it's good enough. It's fun. If we find out that it's not good, it's not that good without Terra, and we think it might be balanced with Terra, which I don't know, but then we might add it in as 18 with Terra allowed, but we'll see. Anyways, for the next pick, I wanted to go with... I was between a few mods here. I wanted to get Muckalola, but I kind of decided against it. I was chatting with my front office, mainly a lot of Burger. Burger did help me with this draft a little bit, but we got Kilowattrel. So the reason why we got Kilowattrel, there's a few reasons. One is I wanted a mon to be able to to take flying hits, so it can eat the flying hits for Rilla. It could also technically eat the bug hits for Rilla as well. It's a really good mon, really good mon. It could U-turn or Volt Switch. Yes, we did draft it last season, and honestly, I didn't use it nearly as much as I wanted to. And honestly, I feel like it probably could have... I could have used it better. I'm just gonna say that. I could technically Terra this, so keep that in mind for later. But, yeah. With a 125 speed stat, this thing is amazingly fast. You want a fast electric type, fast flying type with Rilla, and this will really help. Plus, if they want to get rid of my Grassy Surge, they're gonna have to defog. So, I guess not technically defog. They get Ice Spinner too, but we'll get to that. Competitive will get boosted, which is cool. If I go competitive. Volt Absorb is always nice to at least have. So, yeah, it's a good mon, fast. That's about it. For our next mon, we don't have Wheel, so, you know, we had to wait for Lucas to pick 2 mons. But for our next pick, we were able to get Diancie. So, Diancie, the reason why I wanted to pick up Diancie, main reason, it's a few, actually, but main reason was it can eat the fire hits for Rilla, as well as scare out the ice types, because it can eat an ice move and dish a rock move out, and as well, it had another reason. Hold on. Don't worry, I got this. Okay, it also takes flying moves for Rilla. There's a lot of flying types in low tier, so you really want to prepare for that. It also has hazards with spikes and rocks, which is really cool. It's got pivot with the baton pass and no heal bell, but that's okay. Yeah, just a solid one overall. Kilo can eat the steel moves for Diancie. I think this little core is a very, very strong core. And honestly, I wanted to use Diancie for a while, so I'm glad I could get it and use it. How many points is this? Diancie was 16. Okay, so we had to wait a while for our next pick, which actually got back to me, which I'm very happy about, and that's going to be Delphox. So Delphox at 14, I feel like is a steal. I could possibly see it being 15 or 16, but Delphox is amazing. So we see 104 speed. It's very nice. We also are able to wish pass technically with this. There's no baton pass or anything, but you can still wish with Delphox, which is cool. It hits insanely hard. My whole team at the moment, as you can see, hits insanely hard. Even Diancie with the 100 attack and special attack. That's not hard. That's not light hits. So I'm just saying, my whole team so far hits hard. But Delphox got Nasty Plot and Focus Blast this gen. Put in simple terms, Delphox, if it can get a Nasty Plot up, I don't know what stops it. Like, it's kind of insane. With Focus Blast being able to hit like dark types, that's freaking amazing for Delphox. We also have Grass Knot, obviously, and yeah, I don't know. This is a mon where I kind of just wanted to draft. There wasn't a reason for the Rilla. I mean, I guess it could take fire hits. It could take ice hits, sure. You know, so it wasn't a main reason for Delphox this season. Besides, I wanted to use it. So kind of the same thing with Diancie, except Diancie had more of a reason. But yeah, so I wanted to grab Delphox. Anyways, next pick. We're actually running out of points very fast, as you see. So our next pick, I wanted to grab a budget water that could kind of do multiple things for me. And that was just regular Qwilfish. So regular Qwilfish, we actually bumped him up. I think he was 8 points last season. We bumped him all the way up to 10. So, you know, it might be a little overpriced. I feel like he still could be like 9 points, but that's okay. That's okay. Grounded Poison, a water. This mon is able to take ice hits for Rilla. It's able to be Grounded Poison, which is honestly in drafts is amazing. And yeah, in general, it's a really strong mon. Not strong like power-wise, but you'd be surprised at how many moves this thing can take with Poison Point and Poison Jab. It could spread around poisons a ton. It has Intimidate as well, which is nice. And Spikes and Toxic Spikes, which is the main thing here. Spiking and Toxic Spiking, it's kind of amazing. The only thing that I would say that's bad about the Mon is that it's the same speed as Rilla, so and I really don't like when Mons have the same exact speed, but I think overall, Qwilfish is going to be one of the Mons that are going to be kind of a staple to my team. I will say also, this is another Mon that I wanted to use this season, so I'm happy so far. Kilo kind of sticks this team together here, but a lot of these 4 of these 5 I really wanted to use this season. So, yeah. Anyways, the next pick we had, and here's where we're gonna go a little insane. I think these first 5 are nice, colorful, and everything like that, but we got, oh god, Toad. Okay, come on, Toedscruel. Here we go. So we're really running out of points. 28 points left, but with Toedscruel is really, really nice in this team. Again, another spiker, toxic spiker. It could use Spore, knockoff, taunt. Taunt's meh, but it can rapid spin. That's a big one. I needed a rapid spinner. And you may say, well, why do you have 2 grass types? That's a little weird. Not gonna lie, a little weird, but it does different things. I needed a Mon that could take rock hits, and at the moment I don't really have much for that. I need a spinner, so that's another plus here. And if I need something to switch into, let's say for instance a ground move, I'm not gonna want to switch Rillaboom into, just in case, a ground move, just in case they don't go for a ground move, they go for like a coverage move or something to hit Rilla. I'd rather them hit Toedscruel because it's tankier. So I want to use Rilla not as like a switch into things. I want to just break things with it. So that's why Toedscruel is our defensive grass, whereas Rilla is our offensive. So they do different things, completely different. And I think it really helps out my team as well. So yeah, another ground Tankmon and rock Tankmon, and you know, having a ground type is always amazing. So I think this really checks a lot of our boxes that we needed. Toedscruel. Now I was gonna pick in this spot Fortress, which I don't know if I regret or not. Burger talked me out of it to go Toedscruel, and like I definitely agree with what he said. You know, he's definitely right. But I kind of think Fortress also fits on this team. He's not a big fan of Fortress, but yeah, like what he said was right, and so I was like, you know what, all right, that's fair. And Sandy, I asked Sandy, you know, I said, hey, I'm leaving Fortress for you, and he's like, all right. So I believe Sandy did take it later on because Sandy needed a steal. So yeah, pretty cool. We got another steal though, don't worry, that'll be coming up soon. But for our next mon, we have Bombardier. So now Bombardier, I believe it was either 14 or 13, maybe even higher. It was a lot of points last season. But now it's 11 points. I think that's definitely better for it. It does a lot though, especially in draft. So, for instance, it can set up rocks. It can knock off. It can Brave Bird. It can Dual Wing Beat. It can have stab, stone edges, and rock blasts. It's just literally anything you want it to do, it can do. It can U-turn, it could roost. The only thing it can't do is defog. If this thing had defog, I think my team would look a little bit better. But you know what, that's okay. Again, second flying type, but that's alright. I think having a mon like this on this team is great. We get another rocker as well, another pivot mon, and just overall a mon that can take ghost moves, because before Bombardier there was nothing that really wanted to take a ghost move or like resisted a ghost move. So stopping ghost spam is nice. There are a few things, like, I mean, technically Diancie could take a ghost move, and Toadscruel, I guess, depending, you know, so there's a few things that could take it, but I wanted something that could resist, and having a Mon that is immune to sword power is amazing, alright? But, yeah, this is... I wanted to use Bombardier as well, gotta be honest. I wanted to use Bombardier. So, for our next Mon, we are going to go with... these are the last 2 picks, by the way. Magneton. So now, Magneton's great. For one, it resists both rock and ice, which right now we're pretty weak to. Its speed isn't bad for a steel type. It can, by the way, it can trap steel types, and because it's not slow for a steel type, it can trap them pretty well. So if I wanted to get rid of, like, for example, what's a steel that wasn't picked up? I was gonna name one. Let's just say... God, I can't think of a good one. I can't think of a good one. Man, I really can't think of one. I'm trying to think of one that wasn't picked up. I really can't think of one. Because I don't want to give away anything. I don't know. Alright, whatever. I'm just going to say, let's just say it wants to trap something, right? It'll be able to trap it. If it has pivot, they're either going to have to pivot right away or not. And if a steel type wants to come in against Rilla, I can U-turn on that steel, go into Magneton and trap it. If a steel type wants to, you know, come in and wall a flying move from Kilo, again, pivot, go into Magneton. So I think Magneton is amazing, an amazing steal for this team. Being able to trap steals and get rid of steals for Rilla, Kilo, even Bombardier, you know, it's amazing. All right. All right. Okay, 6 points left. For 6 points, I went with another Mon that I wanted to use, Glaceon. Glaceon is... I've been using it in NU and even in PU. And honestly, it's a mod that you really can't switch into. At least not well. With Freeze Dry plus... well, all you need is Freeze Dry, but you can go like Ice Beam as well. You can go Shadow Ball. It technically has like Chilling Water or Water Pulse as well. It's really good. But speaking about that, let's talk about our Terras. So the first Terra, actually I'll just put 2. Okay, so these are the two Terras that I wanted to use. Delphox. Main reason is because I wanted to use Terra Delphox anyways this season if I was able to get it. I got it. And you have 20 points to Terra. So I had 6 points left. I looked at the 6-pointers and I wanted Glaceon. And I knew no one was going to go Glaceon, especially with a few people that picked Ice Mons. I don't think they were going to pick up Glaceon. So we got Glaceon. Amazing, amazing Ice type. If you guys don't know, 130 special attack. It's as strong. It has, okay, start again. Freeze Dry. For the Freeze Dry Mons. Let me just look up Freeze Dry, just so I'm not dumb real quick. Okay. Great. In the Paldea Dex, it has the strongest Freeze Dry in the game. Stronger than Iron Bundle. Yes, it's not faster. Okay, whatever. But still the strongest Freeze Dry in the game. Very insane. Very, very, very insane. It actually, if you want to compare with outside of Paldea Dex, it says it has the same special attack as Kyurem, which has Freeze Dry. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. On top of that, its defenses are amazing. So 110 defense, 95 spadef isn't bad. So if I want to Terra into something defensive, like let's say a steel type, or you know, a dark type, whatever I want to do, I could do that and actually have a defensive mon for that typing. So really amazing. And if I want more coverage, for instance, oh, you want to go into a steel type to wall my Glaceon for some reason, I could go Terra Ground, I could go Terra Fighting, I could go Terra Fire, whatever mon you're gonna go into, I can probably kill it in one hit. So I love Glaceon. Okay, we're gonna use it with Terra. I think it's gonna be amazing. At 6 points, you can't beat it. Okay, and then Delphox. Let me go back to Delphox. So Delphox again, Nasty Plot and Focus Blast, amazing coverage. However, sometimes you need some more, something more, or you just want to hit a button and kill something. You can go that with Delphox. You can do whatever you want with Delphox. Again, another Wish Pass, another Wishmon, which is nice. I think Delphox as a Terra user is going to be interesting. I think it's going to hit extremely hard. And there's not much that really wants to switch into, for instance, like a Specs Terra Fire Overheat, or a Terra Psychic from Specs Delphox. Or if I want to set up and go Nasty Plot on your Ghost type, or not, sorry, not your Ghost type, your Dark type. And you use a Dark move against my Delphox, but I Terra'd into a Dark type, or into, you know, a Fairy type, or whatever you want. If I Terra into a Fairy type on your Dark type, and I Nasty Plot it up, now you're gonna have to swap out, because I'm probably gonna Terra Fairy you, and maybe I won't. Maybe I'll click. So, but Delphox is amazing. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say too much, but I've already said enough. I really like this team. I think this team is super solid. Yes, we have a few duplicate typings like Flying, Electric, and Grass, but it's not that big of a deal. I honestly think that the team is solid. If we see from the chart, Fire, I'm a little weak to Fire, but not really. I have Diancie to eat it, Quillfish, even Delphox if I want to eat it. And then Rock. I have Magneton and Toedscruel that can really eat it 99% of the time, right? So it says that they're in the red, but honestly, I don't see that. We have a ton of hazards. We only have one remover, but that's not that big of a deal when we're the ones setting up hazards. If they want to defog away, be my guest. So yeah, honestly, really like this team. I'm excited to use it. If I do make any changes, I will obviously probably make another video with this, but yeah, for now guys, I will see you guys next time. Alright guys, peace.